The 8th time? Is that a record or something? Good Lord! Someone find out. Is that a record? How many bids a company has rejected? Wow! So this is still going on. I didn't know that they were still bidding because after that last time, the whole hostile thing, I was just like, well, I guess it's over. I guess Netflix, yeah. However, it's still not over. It's still not over. It ain't over till the fat lady sing. Warner Bros. Still sounds very open to a Paramount deal, but at a higher price tag. You're gonna need more money. WBD chair Samuel D. Piazza Jr. is doing his negotiating through the TV media. Warner Bros. Discovery may have formally rejected Paramount's latest offer to buy the whole company, but the WBD board has yet to fully reject Paramount as a buyer. On Wednesday, shortly after the board noticed its big fat pass on David Ellison's latest offer and its intention to stick with the signed Netflix deal for Warner Bros. Studios and streaming and HBO business, Warner Bros. Discovery Board Chair Samuel D. Piazza Jr. appeared on CNBC's Squawk Box. Officially, D. Piazza was there so that David Faber could grill him on the particulars of the decision to again reject Paramount. Unofficially, it's provided an opportunity for D. Piazza to communicate his needs to Ellison without speaking with Ellison. A no-no with a signed agreement elsewhere. DiPiazza acknowledged that Paramount stepped up to the table with Ellison personally guaranteeing the proposed financing, which was one of the big things that WBD board asked for, representing a major change in their position. But ultimately, DiPiazza pointed out that he didn't raise the price. In other words, show me the money. Show me the money! DiPiazza has another problem that only money can solve. A $2.8 billion break contract fee that Warner Bros. Discovery would have to pay Netflix should it weasel out of their deal. I was wondering if there was any particulars like that. This wasn't mentioned in any other articles that I read about this. So they'd have to cover that. Reminds me of a contract break, like with Comcast or like with T-Mobile, Verizon. You know, these companies were offering to pay your break contract fee if you switched from Fios to Comcast cable or vice versa. You know what I mean? Verizon, whatever, T-Mobile, other cell phone companies, I think we're doing it too. In the large majority of cases, when an overbidder comes in, they take that break fee and pay it, DiPiazza said. From our perspective, they've got to put something on the table that is compelling and is superior. What Paramount primarily has to put on the table is huge stacks of cash, but it's not the only thing. Well, what else do you want? DiPiazza also wants certainty that Paramount will close if the deal goes its way. DiPiazza stated that he sees paths for either option to pass regulatory hurdles, but currently views Netflix as the safer pick. At least he does so publicly. Yeah, a lot of people don't think the whole Netflix thing is going to go through anyway, so it's like, this might go on for a year and a half, 2 years or whatever, and still not get done. And then they might have to go with Paramount. With an inability to do Paramount's deal for them, as DiPiazza put it, these regular coded CNBC check-ins are about the best he can do. Quote, I think it's going to become a habit, DiPiazza told Faber, or Faber, however you pronounce it, but it looks like Faber to me, with normal English rules. Finally, Faber asked DiPiazza what he would say to those who claim Warner Bros. Discovery just won't do a deal with Paramount, that you don't like them. That's nothing further from the truth. We have talked to them now since September. We've given them lots of input on what they needed to do to change, DiPiazza responded. At the last minute, they went to 30 per share, and then it was after the last minute they guaranteed it. We would be very open to do a transaction with Paramount, DiPiazza said. Okay. He just said it. We would be very open. Okay. WBD shareholders will have the final say when they vote on the deal in late spring or early summer. Oh. So that's when we should expect. Aha. Interesting. Interesting, like they're acting like they're doing everything and going forward, and this is going to be that, and 17-day only in theater stuff and all that, which is just terrible, and all this other stuff. But the shareholders really have the last say anyway. I don't know. Assume the deal, assume the close, assume the sale. That 17-day thing I don't like. And having said that, I think they should go with Paramount. Definitely. Post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on this, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and share. 10 million subscribers. Woo!